welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user Dino95 and he's driving the Tiger 2 on a standard battle on the fjords. Tiger 2 is a tier 8 heavy tank for the Germans. A pretty good heavy tank as well. Well, pretty average actually. The armor looks good on paper, but in reality when it stacks up against some of the more recent tanks that have been added to the game, it can be a little bit lackluster. If you know how to angle the tank well, you can be very survivable in this thing. Cannon that it gets is pretty good as well. This thing works better as a second line sniper mostly, and then when you come up against lower tiered targets you can really use it as a ram and a bully. This replay, as the title may suggest, is going to show how far a little bit of luck will take you in this game when coupled with some good decisions and some good play. A little bit of luck can carry you a long, long way. So Dino straight away going to be heading to the southern flank on the left-hand side, but does have a little pause in the centre as he finds a VK3601 was that. But unfortunately wasn't able to get any damage on him, was just able to take out the track. Gonna figure that he doesn't move anywhere, so just has a quick blind shot at him. The reload on the Tiger 2 isn't fantastically punishing, so decides to have two blind shots. Now going to attempt to try and get a shot on this T32 that's kind of hanging around in the middle. I think Dino has seen that the KV-5 and the T29 are both going south, so decides to push his luck through the centre instead. Although nobody else is really showing up there, except for this T28 prototype, which is now being very aggressive and coming straight through the middle. Dino going to try and get a shot on him, but there is a little bit of a mountain in the way at the moment. Game is completely even at the moment. We're only 2 minutes in, and it's 1 kill apiece. A little bit of a slow start, but both teams look like they are spread out fairly well, apart from this rather heavy push that seems to be coming through the centre by the enemy team. Dino gets a great shot on the T28 prototype. T28's return shot misses, so Dino may be able to get another shot on him. Just rushes that one a little bit. If he'd continued driving forward and kept his head, he would have been able to take out that T28. As it is, he should be able to come around the corner and take him out this time. Although the T28 was in a slightly better angle to bounce that one. T32 ditched down into the pond there. Still got the gun depression. Dino has another little bit of a bad shot there as he hits the cupola. Not the cupola, the gun mantlet of the T32, and that shot is never ever going to penetrate. What he does do though is tries to get behind a building in a side scraping position, and that just allows the T32 to push forward way too aggressively. He's been playing very aggressive already, so just give him enough rope and he will just hang himself, and that is indeed what he has done. Having a little think about heading down south to help those tanks, but the guys down there should be more than enough to deal with that Lerva and Jag Tiger 88. And there's a KV-5 and a T29. So Dino just going to push his advantage that they've gained and go straight through the hole in the centre that the ill-fated push by the enemy team has left. You know, winning 5 kills to 4 at the moment. Got to be careful that there's nobody on his right-hand side. There was a T71 around here somewhere, and there is a T21. But he does see the rear, the juicy rear of a Jag Tiger 88. Knows that he can take damage from this T21 without it really affecting him, and he's going to try and put a hill between himself and where this T21 is firing from. He does do that, but he does have a Jagdpanzer 4 in front of him, so ditches down at the hill just a little bit, still keeping the hill between himself and the T21. But this T21 is very low on health and has a pretty poor cannon, so he's going to play a little bit cautiously. This Jagdpanzer 4 decides to charge forward, as there is now a T71 in support as well. But it looks like a lot of these shots aren't doing any damage. T71 looks like he is firing the heat rounds, but he hasn't quite got enough to go through. Dino takes out the Jagdpanzer 4. That might be the T21 firing the heat rounds. He has lost his tracks now. He's going to try and come forward. He decides to spin his turret around to hit this T21. Going to traverse his gun all the way around. It's going to have to be a snapshot, and the snapshot is enough Looks like the T-71 has now reappeared, as he has either reloaded or has some shots left. Is able to put the corpse of the Jagdtiger between himself and the T-71. Does take another shot for free, but because of that he is able to take out the T-71. He's only got 51 health left. But like I said, a little bit of luck can certainly carry you a long way in this game. The Lurva finally takes out the T-29. Is he going to spin around, or is he going to continue pushing forward? We shall find out. The Lurva was last spotted with 371 health, so he is going to be at least 2 shots. Hopefully he's not just going to come around the corner and wreck Dino here. Waiting for the lower plate, and what a fantastic shot there, straight through the lower plate. Unfortunately leaves him with 2 hit points. Going to try and get the next shot through there. The next one goes through. That is kill number 7. 2,500 points of damage, and that just leaves the WZ and the T-20 for the enemy team. So you're going to push forward. You never want to just give up, but it looks like the game is over, and that is the victory. So awesome game played there by Dino95, picking himself up 7 kills, 2,500 points of damage, and showing if you push your luck in the right place at the right time, you can walk away with a first-class victory. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Maxwell. This has been a World of Tanks replay, and I'll catch you guys next time.